Hello, this is On Tilt Trading. Let's review some of my trades from today. Um, First, I'll bring your attention up here. So you'll see my account balance is 103 and change. Today I started a $1 to $100 challenge. So every trade that I take is a $1 risk trade. And the goal is to go from a $100 account to a $200 account, a $1 trade at a time. So this exercise is for me to get some numbers on my strategy and just to prove it or disprove it. So we'll see how this goes. So far today we're going pretty well. We'll get into this first trade here on LTC Litecoin. So we'll give some background on my charting here. So this area here, these are candlesticks on both charts. This gray area here, this is a volume profile. This area here, this is a relative strength index. And this lower area here, this is MACD indicator. These purple lines, you see this purple line here, coincides with these purple lines. So these are Canarilla pivot points. My trading system is based off of these points, and they give me locations on where I want to take trades, or ideal locations on where I want to take trades, take profits, yeah, just basically what direction I want to go. Everything is determined for me. It's just a matter of can I execute it with the current price action. And then if you look up here, this is the 1 minute chart. Down here is the 15-minute chart. And I also will use the 1 minute chart. The 1 day chart in order to get direction and other information for trades. So first thing I do is I'll pull up a daily. So we'll pull up the daily here. So today, if we're looking at Litecoin, the RSI right here. All right, try this again. Okay. The RSI right here. If I hover over, you'll see RSI is 34. It was a little higher earlier, but since it's been selling off, it's lower. So anything under 50, and I only want to short it. Anything over 50, and I only want to go long. Only want to buy. So today I was selling. Then we'll go over back to the 15-minute. So my primary trading chart is the 15-minute. I'll use the 1 minute for entries, exits, any trade specific or trade management. I try to use the 1 minute, but I like trading off of the 15-minute. So here I noticed Litecoin. This is S3. This is S4. I noticed that Litecoin broke out below S4 here. That's my signal to go short. So when it did this, we can also see we're in oversold conditions here. And we have the MACD crossing the average here. We've also got momentum. So these things are great to see when you're looking to take a trade here on the 15-minute chart. If we come over to the 1 minute, You'll see here on the 1 minute, I'll break down my entries and exits while we're zoomed out like this. It'll be easier. So here, this is the first entry and exit, stop out. Second entry is here. This is the first target. So this was a green trade, stop out. Here, another stop out. Here, these two go together, another stop out, and so far so good on this this last entry. So we're still in it here. We'll zoom in. And right now we've got price action consolidating here. RSI is towards being oversold. Don't have any momentum. Things are pretty flat. So we're consolidating here. If all goes well, we're doing some distribution and preparing to sell off some more. If not, we're accumulating here, preparing for a move up, but we'll see what happens. To give you some perspective on where we are with this trade, I'll pull the daily back up, and this green line, this is my target. This is, I believe this is S10. So this is my final pivot point here. That's my target. That first target that I showed here, this was S6. But the way things have been selling off, I decided to take another entry here to try to catch the remainder of the move if it was there. Typically I'll stop from an S4 to an S6, but the way things are selling today, things are going further than the S6 level. So I threw an order in to go to this level, this S10, I believe. Next up we have MKR Maker. Okay. So we're here on the daily. Have a look at the RSI here. This would have been a little higher earlier today, but we're at 42. So this is below 50. So I've got a short trade idea for this currency pair. Go back to the 15-minute. Actually, go back to the daily. I'll show you my profit target. I believe that we're close to the target. Yeah, we're very close to the target on Maker. So we may hit Maker if all goes well before this video ends. That would be cool. All right, we'll go back out to the 15. So this is my second profit target on Maker. As I mentioned before, the way things were selling off today, I settled for more than just my normal profit targets. So I set some extra, longer distance profit targets and took additional trades. Like for example, that trade executed on Litecoin for level S4, and then I re-entered after hitting that profit target for the next target for S10. But back up here for Maker, first entry and exit here. Then we have entry, second entry, and then this is the S4 target. So no go. This one's green, and now we're sitting on this entry here. And then if we zoom in, we can see we did some consolidating at a higher price level. And then sellers were able to take the price another leg down right here. And we can see here we're consolidating. We must be close to the pivot. It's doing a similar action as Litecoin was doing. But I'll bring your attention here to the 1 minute and the 15 minute here. So here on the 15 minute, you can see here as it sold off here, or let's do the 1 minute. We did the 15 minute on the last chart. So let's analyze, let's break down, let's do all the entries. Here's the many problems with this entry. One, low volume or average volume. That's not good. Here we're oversold. Typically I like to see something oversold on the 15 and then overbought on the 1. So I'm out of position here on the 1. Also there's we're showing consolidation and no momentum here on MACD, so not the best entry here. This entry, we have closer to overbought conditions, which are better. Still average or low volume, so not the best. And here there's some separation between the MACD and the average. The MACD is just above. There's a little momentum, but the MACD here is about to cross. You can see it crossed over here and then crossed over here again, and this is the cross where it actually sold off. You can see the MACD. You can see the MACD below the average here, and same thing here when you see this dip right here at profit target, and sold off some more, pulled back, and now we're selling off again. Now let's have a look at Maker or Stellar. That was just Maker. Okay, let's have a look at Stellar. Okay, same thing here. 2 trades. These trades are actually closer together. This was probably some of the most volatile price action I was trading today. We'll pull up the daily. So RSI here. We're at 36,287, so we're below 50, so I only want to short this currency pair. Let's get an idea for target. So this is my first target. This green line down here. I believe this is my first target. Okay. No, okay, this is my first target. And then this is my second target. So first target is S4, second target is S10 if we get there. Alright, so here on the 15, we break out here at S4. So let's do this here. Okay, we break out here. So we're going to say okay, we'll say nothing over here exists. Okay. So here we have breakout below the S4 level. This is S3. This is S4. A little better than that. Okay, so here we have we have oversold conditions here on RSI. Volume is picking up. You can see the volume picking up here, and here we have separation here between the MACD and the average, and we have seller momentum. So this looks really good to take an entry here. And then we can see where I entered. My first entry is actually right here. You can barely see this arrow. It's at the top here. So catching it here, we can see we've got good volume. I'm out of position because it's oversold right here, but it's working because it was just overbought. So this is just before the sell-off, and then we can see here we've got really good momentum, and we've got separation from the MACD and the average, and the MACD is above, about to cross and sell off. So that was a good entry. Not everything was perfect, but things are rarely perfect, but you work with what you got as best you can. So I took this entry here and holding. Here is where I decided to go for the second profit target. So this this is an in and out. And then what do we have here? This may be just one entry. Okay. I know what happened here. Okay. Here's what we have. Here, this is, there's a target that's hit here. Nope, there's not a target. Okay, I got it now. So this entry is still holding. This is me trying to gain an entry on this pullback for the second target. So I take an entry here, stop out, take an entry here, stop out in the same candle. What happened here is I missed, or I timed it early. I was waiting for the MACD to go negative on this particular candle. It went negative mid candle, but then before the candle closed, it went positive again. So I was stuck, or not stuck. You get out of trades, you don't get stuck, or you can get out of trades. You're not stuck. It's a psychology issue if you're stuck. But I exited this trade because I entered against my rules. So I exited this trade, or I stopped out of this trade as I would any trade that's not working or that I made an error in. So this one didn't work out. So then here, this is when I take the next entry. And if we have actually, let's have a look here. So we've got good volume. Let's get this stuff out of the way. So for this entry here, we've got good volume. Here we're overbought, which is where I want to be on the 1 minute when I am going short. I want to be overbought. And then if we look at the MACD here, this MACD looks great. So this is the MACD is, there's a nice gap between the MACD and the average. Really nice momentum here. And then we have the cross that happens right here, which leads to this sell-off right here. So that was a good entry, but the difference between a good entry and a not so good entry can be 1 or 2 1 minute candles. So this entry here, even though I just talked about how good it was, wasn't good enough, because this entry here is this stop out here. But I take another entry here. Volume is low. We're overbought, which is where I want to be. There's some separation on the MACD here and some momentum. So it's not, again, it's not as ideal as this area, but as ideal as this area is, still didn't work because still got stopped out. This area not so ideal, but plenty close enough. And we can see that this entry actually held and is still holding now. All right, this wants to reset and load. All right, it looks like my internet is going to give me a hard time right now. So this is On Tilt Trading. We'll see you next time.